Hey, what's going on? It's SM. Welcome back. All right. In this video, I'm gonna be giving you guys a quick tour through my trophy collection, man. As you could tell, I have about 5,000 trophies, man, but I have about 24 platinum. So I think for this particular video, I'm going to be going over all of the games that I have currently a platinum trophy for. Starting out with Lies of P, man. I'm going to be going from my most recent game I platinumed all the way down, I believe, to my very first game I platinumed. So yeah, let's go ahead and start off with Lies of P. Listen, you already know how much I love this game. This was my most recent game I got a platinum for. This was probably one of the hardest games I ever had to platinum. I mean, I had to beat this game 7 times to get the platinum trophy for this game, and mostly because of all these character arcs I had to sort of complete by the end of the game. And the story. There's a lot of different paths you have to take in order to unlock certain. It was just very frustrating, but I managed to get through it. Other than that, it wasn't overly difficult, but it was definitely challenging. Next game is Spider-Man 2. Came out a couple months ago, and I love Spider-Man 2. I think the first Spider-Man was a little bit better story-wise. It wasn't really a hard game to platinum. I think the hardest, yeah, was completing all these districts. That was pretty much it. Everything else was pretty easy. The story was actually a little bit more trickier than the first game, but honestly, everything was pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Yeah, man, I definitely got to play through New Game Plus and get the 100% for that. Next game is going to be, let's see. Oh yeah, right here. Elden Ring. This was my game of the year for 2022, man. This game surprisingly wasn't very difficult to platinum. I think the hardest part was getting all three of these trophies because you had to beat the game 3 straight times in order to get these different endings. Other than that, I guess with fighting Melania, nothing else was really difficult. I mean, I definitely enjoyed playing through this, trying to get all the trophies. I think by the time I finished this game the first time, I was already at like 60%. So I went ahead and just finished it up. And yeah, I definitely enjoyed it, and I do not regret it at all. I put a lot of hours in Elden Ring, boy. And the next game is gonna be, let's see, what game is this? Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. I loved Rift Apart. I'm a big Ratchet and Clank fan. This game was so easy to platinum. This game was kind of stupid easy to platinum. I think it's a bunch of, defeat this amount of enemies, collect this amount of bolts and stuff. Yeah, it was very simple. I kind of wish I had bought this game physically, but it is what it is. I'm looking forward to the next Ratchet and Clank game. And let's see. Oh, right here, Tekken 7. I love Tekken 7, boy. It's probably one of my favorite fighting games. I think the hardest trophies to get in this game were the online trophies. Yeah, like fight 10 online battles and stuff. But what's funny is that I actually wasn't even trying to even platinum this game. It just happened. I think I was at like 75% after beating the story, and I was like, you know what? All right, fine, why not? And I ended up getting the platinum for it. And I loved it. Next game is going to be SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. I mean, this game is stupid easy to platinum. I mean, if you can't platinum this game, then I don't know what to tell you. I think the hardest trophy was just trying to get all the spatulas. Yeah, 100%, and all the socks. But other than that, this game was ridiculously easy to platinum. And next up is the Order 1886. This game I think, is very underrated. This game was not by any means hard to platinum. The game was like 4 hours long with only 20 trophies. It was pretty simple. But I definitely enjoyed this game a lot. I think more than some other people did. I would definitely like a sequel to this game. I mean, it's probably not going to happen, but I would love a sequel. I definitely enjoyed this one. And then the next game we have is, let's see, got to go all the way down for this one. Yep. It's been a while since I got a platinum before that game. It's Spider-Man. Yep. The first Spider-Man game that came out back in 2018, boy, and I loved this game, man. It was so good. The platinum for this game was just like, Spider-Man 2. It wasn't too difficult. I think the hardest thing was getting all these districts because I wasn't the biggest fan of, the side missions in this game. I thought they were a little repetitive. But other than that, everything else was pretty simple. I really, really love this game. I think this might be tied with Spider-Man 2 for the PS2 is my favorite Spider-Man game. Yeah, definitely looking forward to Spider-Man 3. I need to go back and do New Game Plus for this as well, man. But I'm missing some trophies here. But it's all good. Next game is going to be, what game is this? The The Enemy Within. This is actually a Telltale's version of Batman that I thought was really good. These games were very simple because if you just complete an episode, that's automatically a trophy that you earn. So you just got to beat all the episodes, and there's your platinum. It was very simple. Let's see. I think I have the first one too. Yeah, Batman. Same thing with this one. This one was really, really good. I definitely recommend you check this out if you love Batman and if you're a fan of Telltale games. Yeah, so the next game is going to be, let's see. Yep, Tale from the Borderlands, another Telltale's game. Love Borderlands, so I had to get this. Same thing as Batman. This was very easy to platinum. I recommend you check out these Telltale games because they are, if you want quick platinums, just play through them. There you go. Yeah, man. But let's see. Next up, we got Infamous First Light. Huge Infamous fan. I platinumed all the Infamous games. 1, 2, Second Son, and this one. This one was easily, probably the easiest one to platinum because the game was so short. Yeah, I think the hardest trophy to get in all these Infamous games was trying to find all the blast shards. But other than that, nah, it was no hassle at all. Let's see. Yeah, Second Son. Probably my least favorite out of all the Infamous games, but I definitely enjoyed it though. Yeah, trying to beat these trying to beat the story on these different endings is a little tricky, but overall, it was simple. And then The Walking Dead Telltales. This is kind of what made me a fan of The Walking Dead. This game right here, I loved it. I remember playing this game. I forgot how long ago it was, but yeah, man, I enjoyed this more than the actual show itself, man. And even 400 Days, got the 100% for that as well. Loved it. And then next up we have Infamous, the first Infamous. One of my favorite games of all time. Like First Light, Second Son. I mean, this was very straightforward. You got to beat the game as the hero, then as Infamous. Other than that, nothing else was really that hard. I guess trying to beat the story on hard was a little tricky because actually the first Infamous game was kind of hard. I'm not even gonna lie to you, but as far as getting the platinum trophy itself wasn't too difficult. Finding all the shards might be a bit tricky, but other than that, everything else was pretty straightforward. I loved going for that because I loved Infamous anyway. Next up is, oh my goodness, man, Modern Warfare 3. Oh boy. Yeah, this was back when I was younger, man, when I had a lot of time on my hands. The hardest part for trying to platinum all these Modern Warfare games was veteran difficulty, man. Oh my goodness, man. Trying to beat these games on veteran was just not fun. But other than that, everything else was literally straightforward, man. I think Modern Warfare 3 was the worst one trying to beat on veteran because of the story of the campaign. But everything else was simple, complete each mission. It wasn't really too difficult. And that's Modern Warfare 3. And then there's Infamous 2. Same thing as Infamous and, First Light and Second Son, beat the game on hard difficulty, pick up all the blast shards. Very simple. And then we have Mafia 2. Boy, oh boy. I think this is my favorite Mafia game out of the trilogy. I loved Mafia 2 to death. Surprisingly, this game was not easy to platinum. It was definitely tricky. I think the hardest trophy to get in this was trying to find all of the posters around the city. I literally had to look up a walkthrough on how to find all these posters. It was not fun. Which trophy was that? I can't really find the trophy in here. Oh yeah, right here. Find all the wanted posters. Yeah, this and the magazines. This was definitely a scavenger hunt, but I managed to pull through on it. And then next up we have the Sly Collection, Sly 1, 2, and 3. Obviously, I platinumed all 3 of these games. I think the hardest trophy to get in these games was just trying to, I believe in Sly 3 was just, completing the game, to be honest. Everything else was pretty simple. I think Sly 1 was the hardest one out of the 3 because Sly 1 was the trickiest anyway. But these games are pretty simple to platinum. And next up we have Modern Warfare 2. Like I said, not easy to beat on veteran. Modern Warfare 2 isn't exactly the easiest game ever. And trying to beat it on veteran just it's not fun. It's not. But just like Modern Warfare 3, everything else is pretty straightforward. Yeah, man. I cannot believe, I don't even know if I could even go back and play these games on veteran now. Because back when I was younger, I had all the time in the world, but now, no. And then next up, we have the Uncharted games. Let's see, Uncharted 2 and Uncharted 3. Both of these games are about on the same level as difficulty. I think Uncharted 3 was a little bit trickier because of the gameplay, but I think the hardest trophy in these games was just trying to beat it on crushing difficulty, which was not fun. Yeah, man. And I think some of the online trophies were a little tricky, but yeah, trying to find all the treasures was a little bit hard, but I never really found difficulty in the Uncharted games trying to platinum them, in my honest opinion. But I did not platinum Uncharted 4 though in Lost Legacy because I just didn't really care to. But I might go back and platinum those games too. I mean, why not? And yeah, that is pretty much it for all my trophies, man. Platinum trophies, that is. All right, and there you go, 24 platinums, man. And I think there are about 3 or 4 games in that list where I was close to platinuming, but I just couldn't do it. I might go back one day and try and get the platinum for those games as well. But yeah, man, over 5,000 trophies, man. Over like how many years? Let's see. Over 16 years of gaming, boy, and I am not stopped yet. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave me a like if you did, subscribe if you're new. I'll see you in my next video. SM, and I'm out. Peace.